Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I thought for this week's video it could be kind of fun to do what I sewed in a week. Because my small business does involve a lot of sewing, I typically make one hoodie per weekday. I've just found it's what works best for me and my business. So I thought it could be kind of fun to film what I do in a week. Anyway, it is Monday and I have my fabric picked out for this week. I have yet to cut it, which is what I have to do today. Cutting fabric is literally the worst part of all of this, but if I get it over with today and just get it done, the rest of the week will be smooth sailing and I won't hate my life as much. All right, starting off, I thought I would show y'all what fabrics we're gonna use this week. Is this camera sideways? Is it tilted? I generally try to pick out enough fabric to make me 4 hoodies. So today I have 3.5 quilts, blankets, whatever you want to call them, and that should hopefully allot me 4. So starting off, I've got this really cute nature patterned one. It's got like animals all over it. I think those are deer. And then it has this leaf pattern kind of as a border. So this should make me 1 hoodie. Next up, this is a set. So I've got this giant blue, green, orange, brown kind of thing. It's got, I want to say this is plaid. It also has like these corduroy panels on it. Pretty big. And then I think I'm going to be able to make 2 out of this because it does also come with pillowcases. I want to say this is a full-size bedspread. And lastly, I'm probably the most excited for this one. This like geometric pattern. It's got these flowers. And this is one of my thinner quilts or blankets that I have, which I really like the way the thinner ones turn out. So definitely most excited for this one. Anyway, because it's Monday, like I said, I need to cut all of this fabric into the hoodies I'm going to be making. So I guess we're going to go get started on that. Okay, it is 6:30. I just finished calibrating my projector here in the background, and I'm going to start tracing and cutting. What's wrong? Okay, so it's now 12:30, which is way later than I'm normally up. I ended up finishing at about 11:45, and I only ended up making 3 hoodies. So I think halfway through this week, I'm gonna have to cut up another piece of fabric, but we will see. Right as I was finishing, our power actually went out for like 2 seconds because there's just been a massive storm. And so my projector turned off, and I was like, oh, I could be done. And I wasn't going to be able to get a full second hoodie out of the plaid patterned one anyway. So I am saving I do have a decent chunk of fabric left for that one. However, it's just not enough. So I'm going to save it for a future mismatched scrap hoodie. I just don't currently have enough fabric to make that. I also got to finish the show I was watching while I did this, which was We Were Liars. Yeah, let me tell you, I've never had a show absolutely gut me the way that that show did. Like, just thinking about the way that that ended just gives me like an icky feeling. Like, I don't like it. Like, I just want to cry. But I have to remember that that is not real life, and I didn't do the things that the main character in that show did. So I'm gonna go to bed and we are gonna get right back to it in the morning and sew a hoodie. I don't know which one I want to start with. Probably the hexagon one. I think I'm gonna do that one first. See you tomorrow. It's Tuesday. I'm up showered, I did my walk, I did my workout this morning. All I have to do for the rest of the day is focus on sewing, other than some cleaning and never mind, I do have other things to focus on, but I can take as long with my sewing as I'd like. So today we are going to be doing this one. I just have a lot of chores to catch up on today, and I want to start my curriculum, and I don't really know how long that's going to take. So I'm okay with doing a little bit of a shorter project today. I actually didn't end up having enough fabric to make a full length hoodie for this one, so it is a little bit cropped, but that's okay. My black and white hoodies that I've made are technically a little bit cropped. I just don't put the waistband on them and do kind of a raw hem look, so I just feel like it looks better. It is 10:45 now, so I'm gonna start sewing and we're gonna see how long this takes me. Alright, hoodie is done. Here is the final product. I did kind of just a raw hem. I serged it, so obviously, you know, it can't come undone all over the place. But, like I said, a little bit cropped, and I'm not adding the cuffs just because it would be bunched like right here, and I just don't think that's very cute. As always, I like to roll up the sleeves. See what that looks like. Yeah, super cute. Definitely cute. I think that's all I'm gonna do for today because I've got so much to do otherwise. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, so it is currently 8:45 at night, and I'm feeling like getting a little bit done on tomorrow's hoodie. I don't know, I just feel like I want to get a head start on it. This hoodie does come with a few extra pieces. I had to cut it in a way. This is tomorrow/tonight's quilt, and the way that the quilt was, it was just perfectly sized so that I couldn't fit a full hoodie on there with all of its pieces, but if I cut the pieces in half and moved them around, I was able to get enough. So I actually had to cut the arms in half and a little bit more actually. So I guess getting a head start tonight is good, also just because this one technically is going to take me longer. So we're gonna do that. Let me tell you the notification that I just got 6 times. Take a break with today's trending videos from TikTok. That same notification 6 times in like the past minute. That's crazy. Anyway, hood is done. Sleeves are done. Moving on. Alright, my camera's about to die, so I'm going to end it here for the night. I do just have to sew the hood really quick and then I'll be done. But I still have to sew down the arms and then obviously I have the rib knit, which I was not doing the rib knit tonight. But we got about halfway done, so I'm feeling good about that, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, happy Friday. It's currently 9 o'clock. I've been up since like 4-ish, 4:30, and it's been raining all morning. I'm feeling like a fall vibe today, like it's feeling very autumn-esque, which is nice. I actually really like fall, like a lot. I can't remember how much of an update I gave last night, so this is what we've got so far. I've got the hood on, which is low-key the most daunting part. Happy about that. But I do just need to sew down the arms right here and then do the cuffs and rib knit and all that, and then my little patch, and then I'll be done. So this hopefully shouldn't take me too long, knock on wood, because whenever I say that I feel like something breaks or jams or whatever it may be. So we're gonna get this over with, and then I'm gonna be done with this for the week, and yeah. Alright, I can't even remember what I filmed earlier this week, so I don't know if I went into detail about my process in terms of the rib knit, but I have a giant just sheet of rib knit, and so I cut long strips of it, and then I will just measure based on, you know, sleeve length and then like the width of the hoodie. So it's kind of stretchy. I would prefer it to be a little stretchier, but I get all of my fabric secondhand. I don't buy anything brand new unless, you know, I absolutely need to, which is very rare. I don't. I can usually find what I'm looking for secondhand, and so this is what I ended up with. I'm very grateful to have this giant, just here, I can, the sheet. This is my hand compared to the sheet, and it was bigger because obviously I've cut multiple strips off of it. But yeah, I do have currently purple rib knit, and actually no, I don't. I used my purple rib knit. I only had enough for one hoodie. I think I have gray rib knit somewhere. I don't know, but I've been using white for the time being. Hopefully I find some more before this one runs out, but I do have kind of a long way to go before that happens. Difficult is all I have to say about that. The cuffs, depending on the size of the hoodie, sometimes the cuff will just be like barely able to fit around this part. I bent my needle. Now all I have to do is sew my little logo on, and then we're done. We're done. Right, final verdict. Hoodie, try her on. This is a medium. This is the size I would typically wear. And I mean, I think, was it this side or this side? This side. For having to kind of Frankenstein the arms a little bit, like, you can see like right here, but there's like, it's a seam right here because I had to cut, there's a seam right here and then a seam right here, and yeah, this sleeve is made up of like 4 separate pieces. So, but yeah, I really like how this one turned out. I like the green. Like where the green pops out, I think that looks really good. And I'm very happy that I got these in the upright direction, because I don't always trust myself to do that, to be completely honest. Sometimes things end up upside down. We just like to call it a stylistic choice, because honestly, like, yeah, I don't know, but they're upright, and that's great. Anyway, so last thing I'm gonna do in this video, because it's Friday, so I plan to cut my fabric on Mondays, but I do like to pick out the quilts I'm gonna use on Friday. So we're gonna do that in this video because it is technically a part of sewing. Into my closet. How big is this? All right, first I think I'm gonna do this quilt, which is huge, might I add. Do you see how big that is? Anyway. If I don't get 2 hoodies out of this, I'm actually gonna cry. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. Because this is considerably bigger than... No, is it? Is it? I don't know. I might have to Frankenstein this one as well. We'll see. Okay, that I think is gonna be our first quilt. We're gonna plan 2 for that one. For my next, I think I'm gonna do this one. This is also quite large. I feel decently confident that I could get 2 out of this. Yeah, okay, we'll do this one. Gorgeous. I love this one too. Okay, cool. Well, assuming I'm able to get 2 out of both, that'll be 4, and I really only do 4 hoodies a week. That's what I got. Alright, well, I guess that is it for this video. I'm not bummed that I only made 3 instead of 4. Like, it's honestly fine. I'm just happy that I am making things to begin with. Sometimes it's just really hard for me to get started on tasks, and unfortunately sewing is one of them. But I do think I've streamlined the process enough that it's just as easy as it can possibly be. Anyway, that is all for this week's video, and I will see y'all next week. Toodles!
You can feel it.